Well, he executed him.
Seems you don't get to fail Zaza twice.
Whee! Oops. Not quite what I'm after. There, that works. I just wanted to fall down. Because this leaves me quite close to him.
It's hot.
I don't actually remember where this brought me out. Oh yeah, I do. Right next to the steps up. Whoa! Ooh, close on. Well, there he is. Okay, so I can't do that. And there he is, just stood there, menacingly. I'm in the wrong room. I'm gonna say it might not matter. Oop. Up. Oh, if only I could go slightly higher.
I just hope Zaza knows what he's doing.
That's something like it, please. I don't care.
You supply some catalyst to the WMD, and he takes out an American military base? There will be hell.
Let me just see. Wait, what about going under? Oh. This doesn't really lead to anything. Oh, hang on. Not really much around here. Yeah, I can't really just... Can I just climb? For Christ's sake. Climb, bitch! Oh, don't. Yeah, just fall instead. Whatever.
That's what you find.
I just hope Zaza knows what he's doing.
Something like it, please. I don't care.
And he takes out an American military base?
To be fair, he's off kind of on his own path. Did that not grab? What the fuck? You'd think he'd just grab anything that's wooden. No. Has to be very specific. Get. It'd be so bad if I could just jump over there, but I can't. I couldn't just go over this way, I suppose. Hooray! Nope. There we go, go up. All this just to get round. Hey, I grabbed. Phew! Can grab on that too. Oh, for fuck's sake. Awesome. Very cool. Ah, dear. At this point, it's just tempting to just run in. I want to do it without getting anybody out here. Oh. Ooh. close. I didn't even see him. No idea he climbed all the way up here. Right, so instead of trying to jump on the box, I can just jump from here. Yeah. Okay. What? Oh, could I just pull straight up here? Probably. Yeah, I could. Oops. I do wonder. A gas... I could use a gas grenade. Maybe. He's going real far. I can't even climb up there anyway. Boom.
The shooting started just that.
I wondered why that didn't do anything. I mean, now I know why.
Zarza is dead.
Smoothly executed, Raven. As always, I'll wait for an update from the exfiltration location.
Oh yeah. Okay. Ah. I had a feeling it might have been too high. Where's Grace when I really need it? Oh, he's dead at least. There we go, they're not actively pissed. Are you? Oh. Hey, perfect. I wonder.
Base, we have the enemy's position. Base, we have eyes on hostiles. Ready to engage. Over.
Oh. I'm wondering if this will count.
We have eyes on hostile. Ready to engage. Over. Copy. Dispatch all squads. Flank him. Up.
Control, I've found the main lab.
Seems they have no idea.
Primary objective is the data contained on the informant's phone.
Understood.
Avoid enemy engagement if possible. I want our spy alive for a debrief later.
Oh boy. Well, that was close. I don't know how he nearly saw me. It's that guy that's running. Here he comes. I need to stay here far away so he didn't just see me.
I'm out of cigarettes.
What's that?
Ooh. There we go. Another body.
I'm out of cigarettes.
Oh my god. And then up here. There we go. And then over here.
What's that smell? Why do you think he was always...
Yeah, the scientist looks like a heavy. Oops. Oh, there's no guy over here this time. He might be going over here now. No, 'cause if he does, I'll do death from above. His pathing appears to be a bit broken. Hey, nope. He may have figured it out. He may have sussed it. Well, he hasn't. Kinda has. Yeah, whatever. Whee! Oh, for fuck's sake, are you kidding? There we go.
Calling support!
Have the cell phone.
Good. Now get out of there. Mark the exfiltration locations to your map.
Blah, 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 blah.
Hotel 1-5 to HQ. We have visuals on Tango. Over. Roger. Fire at sight. Out.
Ooh. Another one. I like that.
Lima 1 talk.
Fucking hell.
Man down! Man down!
If I don't kill him. Now I know. Ba, 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 ba. Right there. Oh god, look how they die.
Romeo 3 to base. We have enemy fire somewhere near. Over. Copy. Sounding alarms. Lethal force authorized. Out.
Dance, puppets, dance.
Other 8 to base. We have a hostile sniper. Awaiting.
I've just realised I'm using armor piercing bullets. Oh well. Ooh. Got him.
Roger. Maintain cover and search for hostiles location.
I'm realising that shooting them may have been a bad idea. Yeah, it might not be though. I think we're okay. Yay, I can exfil. Hallelujah. And there we go. The contract is done. I don't know if there's any like after contract or if it's just this. Either way, that is all the contracts. Done to, you know, varying degrees of success. That's the lowest, but to be fair, most of the challenges for this one require multiple playthroughs. Because obviously there's kill all the suspects while they're escaping, all of them without raising the alarm, all of them at the same time, etc. So yeah, there's like several playthroughs for one. Which is the same for most of the long shot ones, because you have to eliminate them in X amount of ways. Overall though, I did really enjoy this. It was definitely a lot more memorable than the first one. As I say, I don't really remember much when it came to the first game. I remember that I had fun with it, like, I enjoyed it, but beyond that I don't really remember much. Aside from the obvious, you know, like, long kills and stuff. I think that's everything. I'll actually go through all these, considering we have all of the... yeah, all of these. May as well read them. And earned all the collectibles. So we had Irina Volkova. As arms dealers, the Zaza clan are branching beyond conventional weapons and into weapons of mass destruction, specifically nerve gas and biological weapons. Volkova has been promised millions to develop a weapon of mass destruction, Zaza's intention is to sell these to the highest bidders. The Butcher, the man who runs the Zaza clan, is a brutal ex-mercenary who started an enforcer and murdered his way to the top. His nickname is the Butcher because of his bloody reputation and the modern battle axe he wields to enforce his will. Interpol issued a red notice for him and he's on the ICC's most wanted, or world's most wanted list. Damn. Amaya Nakamura? She's a member of the Resurgent Red Army. The original United Red Army was a Japanese leftist paramilitary terrorist organization from the 70s. Today's version has been reimagined as an anti-globalist anarchist group whose goals ultimately align with Hellstrom's. They too want to overthrow the status quo. The Resurgent Red Army has allied with Parallel to crush those in power and stop the economic engine of the world. Lars Hellstrom. Lars believes the multinational corporations control the nations of the world and his intent is to bring them all down. He's a crypto-anarchist, an anti-globalist, libertarian, and an exceptionally talented hacker. Lars is globally wanted, however he was provided with a safe haven in Bibi Rashida, which allowed him to work on a new plan and new tech in peace. Speaking of Bibi Rashida, after assassination of her husband, Rashida stepped in as the ruler of Kuamar. She managed to keep the support of her late husband's allies, the Zaza clan, and a new powerful associate, Lars Hellstrom. These contacts provide her with the military and technological support. She's a force to be reckoned with. Antoine Zaza. Trained with US Special Forces and infiltrated Kuamar's National Army Commander Corps. Antoine was put in charge of the clan's army dealing operation, selling conventional weaponry to whoever is willing to pay the price. He buys weapons on the black market, many of which have been stolen from NATO forces, and sells them to various insurgent groups, some of which have been designated as terrorist organizations. Captain Ronald Payne, former British SAS soldier, also a very skilled sniper. Decorated for heroism and later court-martialed and dismissed from Her Majesty's Armed Forces for war crimes in Iraq. He currently runs training camps in the Zaza recruits modelled on SAS training, a heavy drinker with an explosive temper. He suffers no fools and takes no prisoners. So Fyodor Novikov, a Russian GRU agent stationed in Kuamar to collaborate with Lars Hellstrom. His team is employing active measures to disrupt elections and push preferred candidates in various countries around the world. He is coordinating with Hellstrom's team in Kuamar and working there remotely out of reach of Interpol. An international arrest warrant has been issued for Novikov in the United States, but Kuamar's new president, Bibi Rashida, refuses to recognize it. Hamza Khan is a local bandit who cooperates closely with the Zazas. For now, he is dependent on their weaponry, but he's quickly building his own clan, which might constitute a threat in the near future. Zivko Dragovic, a long-time ally of the Zaza clan, is an international arms and drug trafficker with links to the Serbian Secret Service. His offer ranges from simple daggers to short-range nukes. Isabella Sanchez, Bibi Rashida's private gun. She makes additional money from dealing drugs from her Colombian family cartel. She loves to spread gossip about herself that make her enemies fear her more. Taj Tahir is a political prisoner, son of Kuamarian politicians who fled the country to save themselves in Rashida's regime, a journalist who returned to expose the truth about Kuamar. Suspect. Tahir's handler. Definitely someone to be reckoned with as he managed to stay untraceable. Rumour has it that he is a heavy smoker. Right, the collectibles. There is a few. We'll get through them. It's fine. So, Qasim's wife Scales. Once upon a time there was a poor man called Ali Baba, who accidentally found a cave which served as a thieves' treasury. When Ali Baba brought a sack of gold after finding the thieves' hiding place, he borrowed the scales from his sister-in-law to check how much gold he had. She had a tiny piece of wax in it earlier to check what did Ali Baba weigh and discovered his secret. Qasim's donkey. Ali Baba's brother Qasim also wanted to get the gold, so he found out where the cave was. Greedy Qasim took a donkey with him to steal as much of the thieves' treasure as he could, which slowed him down and led to his death. Moments before Qasim's death, Qasim forgot the word which opened the cave, was stuck in it, and was later killed by the 40 thieves that were furious that someone discovered their secret. Thieves looking for the marked door. Morgana, Qasim's slave, was very observant when the thieves were plotting their revenge and marked Qasim's door, so that they knew where to hit. She marked each door in the neighborhood to confuse them and save her family. Morgana's dance. Morgana recognized the King of Thieves when he came to Ali Baba disguised as a merchant. She pretended to entertain him with dancing with a knife, and killed him during her performance before he managed to get his revenge. Oil jar. When the king of thieves was at Ali Baba's house, the thieves hid in the oil jars. The trap was recognized by Morgana. She killed them all with boiling oil. Oh god. Fisherman and the dead donkey. Once upon a time, there was a fisherman who was not as successful in fishing. Thus he and his family were starving. Once he fished out a dead donkey. An evil Ifrit. When the fisherman fished the genie container, at first the genie was so enraged after several centuries of containment that he decided to kill whoever freed him, instead of rewarding them. Daban poisons the pages in the book. The fisherman decided to tell the genie a story. The story was about Daban, an exceptionally educated healer who cured King Yuhan of leprosy. Later Daban was beheaded due to the conspiracy of Yuhan's jealous vizier. However, Daban predicted that turn of events, so he managed to poison pages in a book which had his severed head told the king later to read. The poison killed him. Daban's powers could be used for good and for bad, depending on the intention of the king. A peaceful Ifrit. Due to the fisherman's story, the genie underwent a transformation and decided to use his knowledge and power for reasons different than before. Pond with colourful fish. The fisherman's reward for freeing the genie was access to a pond with colourful fish he could sell for a great price to a sultan. Genie's actions provided wealth and resources for development. The ensorcelled prince. The sultan was so intrigued by the colourful fish that he decided to find the fisherman's pond. He found a half-petrified prince along the way. The ensorcelled prince. The sultan's curiosity saved the prince. Test on Quran. Tawadud was an exceptionally smart slave who saved her master from bankruptcy and poverty. She had to pass several tests in order to prove her wisdom and power. On this picture, Tawadud is being tested on the Quran and outsmarting the Quranist? The chess player. The second Tawadud's trial was to play chess. A drawing of human physiognomy. Had to prove her knowledge of the human body. Test on arithmetics. Tawadud proved she knew arithmetics. Tawadud dancing. Was also able to perform dancing. Victorious Tawadud. After proving her worth and outstandingly passing all the trials, Tawadud was allowed to get back to her master and marry him, so they could lead a happy, wealthy life. Due to the help of the Caliph, she impressed the boy who became a bulbul. Once upon a time, there was a boy and a girl who lived with their father and their stepmother. The woman came up with an idea that the boy and his father should compete in gathering firewood. The one who gathers less is to be beheaded by the other. The boy collected more of it, but the father couldn't stand it, so he stole some of his son's branches. In the end, the boy was killed, yet he soon came back as a bulbul bird, and who sang to his sister. The bulbul never got home again. Mohammed Tirandez, the archer. Once upon a time, there was a great warrior who could kill 2 lions with 1 arrow. His name was Mohammed Tirandez, and the truth was that he killed mice, not lions. Once he was summoned to the king's court to defend the palace from an impeding enemy attack. The king offered him the horse to help him reach the enemy army faster. Tirandez, not wanting to admit that he couldn't ride, had his legs tied together under the horse's belly, telling the servants that they were not smart enough to understand his sophisticated tactics. His absolute lack of skills and weird behaviour scared the enemy army so much they fled. The story of the Wolf Bride. Once upon a time, there was a wealthy man who was told that his son will die due to being torn to pieces by a wolf. The man isolated his young son, providing him with private education, and kept him isolated until he was ready to get married. The wedding festivities lasted for a week. As soon as the bride and the groom were left alone, the woman turned into a wolf and tore her partner into pieces. Then she turned back into herself. She had no idea how it happened and sat by his body till morning. The story is about fate always finding the way to happen. True. The Praying Baker. Once upon a time, there was a baker who fed riverfish daily. He was visited by a merchant asking for a worker who would do nothing for 40 days, except for 2 hours on the 40th day. On that day, he skinned a cow and asked the baker to get into the cow's skin, which was taken away by a giant bird. He was stuck at the top of the mountain. The master said that he will help him return when he throws the jewels down, which he did, only to find out that there was no way down. Resigned, he jumped into the nearby river. The fish recognized the baker, formed a raft, and made sure he got to dry land. What the hell are these? Nimtanat, or half-boy. Once upon a time, there was a king who had no children. He spoke to God about his problems and got 4 apples, 1 for each of his wives. Each but one wife ate their apples. The last one ate only half, and the other half was taken by a crow. Every wife but her had healthy children. She gave birth to a half-boy, Nin Tanak. Years passed, and when the lot was hunting, An evil div kidnapped the princess. The armies led by the normal sons were easily defeated. Nintanak tried without an army. Div was so surprised that he knew his defeat was coming, the half-boy cut the div in 2 halves and saved everyone. These collectibles are weird. The city of nothing in the world. Once upon a time, in the city of... is that Hitch? There was a girl who hurt her shin very badly. She wanted to get some cooling ointment from her aunt, but her aunt had none. She got her niece 2 eggs so that she could exchange them at the bazaar. The girl went to the bazaar, but on the way she lost the eggs and found a gin in her pocket. She exchanged to the merchants for the minaret made out of a needle. She climbed the minaret and looked for the lost eggs from the top of it. These just make no sense. These are all the notebooks. The scientist's notebook. One of the pages says, "Another day in this scorcher. Had I known this place was that hot, I would have never signed up. Lovely ruins, yes, but they never let me roam freely. I don't even know what's inside the temple, too risky to check." Butcher's notebook. One of the pages says, "The Russian is too reckless and clumsy. I don't remember allowing her to poison the water and kill the whole fucking village." Brilliant. If that doesn't attract unwanted attention, then I don't know what will. Volkova's notebook. One of the pages says, "The substance was proven effective, works well with water. Might want to reduce concentration the next time we use it. Note to self, get the ventilation fixed." Villager's notebook. These people are so loud. We always hear shooting and shouting. Hear them marching in their big army boots. They have their flying tank-like vessels. They don't seem to care much about us. I really want them to be gone, before something seriously dangerous happens. Hellstrom's notebook. Consult with the Maya turrets projects. Enhance the range ammo, testing the target seeking options, optimize the weight-speed ratio. BB Rashida asked for what's next. We need to decide on the plan. Hellstrom's diary. We still need to run the final tests on that security system. I think it might be a little flawed, a little too simple. I've always loved clean code, but lately my work seems barbaric, sloppy. Am I in a hurry? Maybe all I need is a little perspective. I miss my therapist. Officer's notebook. I want to go on holiday. Why won't they let me go see my family for some time? I know this is super serious international business which deals with an unimaginable amount of money, but I don't expect to get more than a monthly pension, which is not even that good. They won't even let me be a sniper. It's secluded and boring here. Nakamura's notebook. He keeps telling me that I'm the security chief, but can't stop himself from meddling. It's so ridiculously annoying. He's always changing something, always proposing and applying his own solutions to issues which are my responsibility. I think I'm the security chief only on paper, and because this Scandinavian bastard needed a female to reach the quota. Rashida's notebook. I swear that if he asks me one more time about my well-being in these difficult times, I will bite his hand off. I don't get this attitude, but maybe it's him who's losing it. He seems weird lately, as if he was pretending that nothing is happening and that we're not in the middle of an uncontrollable conflict. It would be controllable for a person with more clarity, and he's so panicked. The late husband's notebook. I'm feeling rather weird about what's going to happen. Despite the strange situation in the country, I feel calm. As if nothing could surprise me and the only thing I can do is wait. I only feel bad about Rashida. She's so delicate, she likes to appear in control, but I know she's more of an intellectual than a warrior. And there's nothing wrong with that. I am supposed to defend the family, right? The soldier's notebook. Eat, train, sleep, repeat. She's preparing like the world is going to end. If we keep on training like that, we'll be too devoid of any energy when the actual fight is happening. But the food is good and the money flows in, so what's left is to hope that her enemies are as scared of her as I am, so we'll never get to fight. The officer's notebook. I really appreciate Our Lady being so trusting with us, her legions. It was truly a magnificent moment when we could give these spies what they deserved. No one enters Our Lady's palace without consequences. Ronald Payne's notebook. What is it with these people? They are afraid of the raindrop. They think they're tough, but they wouldn't last a moment in the British military, let alone in Iraq. That was a fucking war. Yes, we were pushed to make some gruesome stuff back in there. And later we were banished by our country for the so-called war crimes. Ridiculous. Betrayed by what we fought for. Novikov's notebook. I'm so excited. I'm about to meet a guy of that caliber. Hellstrom is an absolute fucking genius. With his skill and experience, I will definitely be able to cause some serious disruptions. I hope he will live up to his legend. Isabella's notebook. I can't shake off the feeling that all the people in that village are creeps. They keep observing my each and every step, as if they're expecting a big fat guy to be the executioner. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I heard some of them calling me a chick. What the actual fuck? Hamza Khan's notebook. Who'd have thought I'd be such a businessman? These Tsars are about to make a deal of a lifetime. Or deal of their life, and I'm about to become more powerful than ever. I hope their weaponry is not overrated though. I'm building up power for something much more significant than their sailor stunt. Tahir's notebook. Am I paranoid? Isn't escaping Kuoma a bit too much? I'm still in power after all. When I leave, everything will be different. The ruler who leaves is perceived as weak. I fought for Kuoma for so long. My parents are so proud that I've claimed their motherland back. I need to meet the handler before I leave. He certainly has a plan. With his help, I will do what it takes to make Kuoma a free country, even if I have to get rid of anyone who opposes what we believe in. I know I'm right. Villager's notebook. I hope these people will be gone before they turn our whole village into a military base. At least they have built an airport, opened a way to the world. Our village has great touristic potential. Father was always so strict, focused on tradition, and unable to open his mind for the new ways of things. We could be rich, and maybe even lived in the fort one day. Salma would definitely marry me if I lived in a place like this. She's so modern. I'm afraid she'll leave to Europe soon if this place stays so boring. We have an airport now, after all. Well, there we go. That's everything. All of the notes read, all the contracts done. Not too bad. Yeah, we got there in the end. As I say, I really did enjoy it. I think it's just fun. Doing, like, crazy shots from several thousand meters away. It's just great. Also, all I'm doing at this point is buying everything. I should have enough money. I should do. I'm missing a few. I might not have enough, actually. I'm not sure, though. Unlock all sniper rifles. And I can get all the secondaries. All the secondaries. And all the sidearms. I thought there was going to be an achievement for all of the, like, attachments, but I guess not. Nope. I would not have enough to do all this anyway. That's just camo. Oh yeah. No, it doesn't seem like there's anything related to those. Look at that though. Armor looks pretty sick. Not bad. Either way, that is going to be the end of Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts 2. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this adventure. And until next time, take care.